After years of speculation and fan requests, a major update has surfaced regarding the potential return of the beloved Mummy franchise. Brendan Fraser, the star of the earlier trilogy, has publicly expressed his excitement and willingness to return for a fourth film, sparking hope among fans of the series. However, it's important to note that despite Brandon's enthusiasm, there's a significant amount of uncertainty surrounding the future of the franchise, especially with shifting studio priorities and a complicated history. Brandon, who made an iconic mark with his portrayal of the adventurous Rick O'Connell, has said he would be open to reprising his role if the circumstances are right. His comments have reignited talks about a possible Mummy 4. While Stephen Sommers, the director of the first two films, has also shown a willingness to work with Fraser again, he remains cautious. Sommers explained that the studio is a different place now, with many new faces at Universal since his departure, making it difficult for him to gauge the studio's current direction. In a recent statement, he admitted that he wasn't aware of any active plans to move forward with another Mummy film, but he noted that if the opportunity arose, he would be happy to work with Fraser and the rest of the cast again. Sommers also emphasized the importance of having something truly special in the script to entice him back to the project. Despite these uncertainties, a recent report has suggested that Universal Pictures is, in fact, moving forward with Mummy 4, with both Fraser and Rachel Weisz, who played his wife Evelyn O'Connell, set to reprise their roles. This has sparked excitement among fans, including me, considering we have been waiting for the continuation of the beloved franchise for years. However, the journey to bring Mummy 4 to life is far from straightforward, as there are several hurdles that must be addressed before the film can become a reality. One of the biggest challenges facing the potential fourth installment is the financial risk. The 2017 reboot of The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise, was a major disappointment, both critically and financially, suffering from poor reviews and a reported loss of around $95 million for Universal. This failure has made the studio cautious about revisiting the franchise, particularly with a film that could require a hefty budget. While Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, the third entry in the series, was also considered underwhelming, it performed better than the reboot, making it more likely that Universal would return to the franchise's roots for Mummy 4. With a 16-year gap between Tomb of the Dragon Emperor and any potential new film, Mummy 4 has the opportunity to chart a new course for the franchise, avoiding some of the missteps made in the previous films. The third film's shift away from the ancient Egypt mythology and the mixed reception it received from fans may provide valuable lessons for a future film. If done correctly, the new movie could blend nostalgia with fresh ideas, reintroducing classic characters while exploring new and exciting adventures. A critical aspect of making a successful Mummy 4 would be addressing the passage of time, both for the characters and the world around them. Fans would need to see Rick O'Connell back in action, but with a reasonable explanation for why he's still adventuring. Additionally, the film would need to address what has happened to the beloved supporting characters over the years. The goal would be to craft a story that feels both familiar and innovative, capturing the spirit of the original films while taking the narrative in a fresh direction. This balance of nostalgia and new storytelling could reignite excitement for the franchise. Interestingly, Universal had previously developed a script for a fourth film back in the 2000s, titled The Mummy: Rise of the Aztec. This project would have taken Rick O'Connell to South America and featured Antonio Banderas as the villain, with Rob Cohen slated to direct. The story would have followed the O'Connell family as they faced new, ancient threats in a setting far removed from the Egyptian mythology that dominated the first films. At that time, there was even talk of Rick's son, Alex, becoming the lead of the franchise, with Luke Ford, who played Alex in Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, signing a 3-picture deal. However, Universal's plans were derailed when the studio shifted its focus towards creating a shared cinematic universe for its classic monster properties. The 2017 Mummy film starring Tom Cruise was intended to kickstart this dark universe, but after the film's poor performance at the box office, the entire project collapsed. Universal scrapped its shared universe ambitions and shelved the idea of a Mummy 4, opting instead for a full reboot. This move marked a significant turning point for the franchise, and since then, the idea of Mummy 4 has remained in limbo. Despite the reboot's failure, Fraser's comments have sparked renewed interest in the possibility of a fourth film. In a January interview with Deadline, he enthusiastically remarked, "Sign me up," indicating his openness to returning to the role of Rick O'Connell if the right concept is put forward. Fraser's career has seen a remarkable resurgence in recent years, with his critically acclaimed performance in The Whale earning him an Academy Award nomination. This has made him an even more desirable name for major film projects, including potential franchises like The Mummy. Given Fraser's current popularity and the resurgence of interest in legacy sequels, such as Top Gun, Maverick, and Blade Runner 2049, this could be the perfect moment for Universal to take another chance on the Mummy franchise. If handled well, Mummy 4 could capture the essence of the original films while introducing new storylines, characters, and adventures. There's certainly a growing appetite for such films, especially among fans who have long hoped for the return of Rick, Evelyn, and their son Alex. The key to success for Mummy 4 will be balancing the elements that made the earlier films so memorable, including action, humor, and supernatural intrigue. A well-executed trailer showcasing the return of these beloved characters, facing a formidable new villain, and discovering an ancient artifact could be just the thing to bring audiences back to theaters. If Universal can nail the tone, the film could bring the franchise back into the mainstream, satisfying longtime fans while attracting a new generation of moviegoers. While no official plans have been announced yet, the idea of Mummy 4 remains very much alive. The possibility of Fraser and Weisz returning to the franchise, coupled with the right creative vision, could make this a much-anticipated film for fans. Whether Universal decides to revisit the series will depend on a variety of factors, including the financial risk and the studio's commitment to getting it right. However, with Fraser's enthusiasm and the potential for a fresh approach, Mummy 4 could indeed become a reality in the near future. Only time will tell if Universal decides to bring this iconic series back to life. If they start the production of the film now, I would guess that it would hit the theaters sometime in 2026, most optimistically. So, what do you think? Do you think we'll get a Mummy 4? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you soon in the next one.